Puja Swamiji, renowned music maestro, whose music we all used to cherish as youngsters and we continue to cherish is today also, Sri Rajaji, distinguished audience present in this most auspicious occasion. This is an auspicious day in our Hindu calendar. It's a very auspicious day in Savan. And this day also is very auspicious for all of us, the followers, the disciples of Puja Gurudev, since it happens to be the Aradhana day or Mahasamadhi day of Puja Gurudev. I consider it as a great blessing on me that Puja Swamiji invited me to this great program. Of course, as he mentioned, we know each other for many decades, but rest of it, whatever he said, is only because of his love for me. He said all that. I am like all of you, a sincere devotee of Sanatana Dharma. I consider it as my bounden duty to do whatever as a devotee, as a person committed to the Sanatana Dharma, whatever we can do, we should always do. At least in my very brief association with Puja Gurudev, that's what I have learned. I had 3-4 years of association with Puja Gurudev, starting in late 80s, and it ended on a very interesting note. Just before going to US in 1993, January, I think, I had the opportunity to meet Puja Gurudev in Visakhapatnam. I used to live in Hyderabad. I could not meet him in Hyderabad for different reasons. But I met, on his advice, I met him in Visakhapatnam. I used to edit a paper in Andhra Pradesh. He gave a long, about 40-minute interview. That was my last meeting with him, and that was a very important interview. But afterwards, he moved on to go to USA, and we all know that he attained Mahasamadhi there. So I cherish that moment. Last 30 minutes I spent with him. I can never forget him. I consider Puja Gurudev as one of those greatest saints that our country has produced in the last century. India is a land of gurus. And we have had many, many gurus from Vivekananda to Aravindo to Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. But in the modern age, in the last 7-8 decades, if you see, you find a Ramana Maharshi, a Jiddu Krishnamurti. Swami Chinmayanandaji belonged to that category of Hindu saints, Hindu gurus. And Swamiji's greatest contribution, I always consider, was to take the essence or the spirit, the inspiration of our Sanatana Dharma to the households and hearts of the rich, English-educated elite. We considered English-educated to be generally cut off from our Dharma. It was Swamiji's greatest contribution to take it to their households and their hearts. I'm really so happy today that Swami Mitranandaji is continuing that tradition in a slightly different way. I know Chinmaya Mission, I am in a way lucky that my association continued with the mission. And I know there are good number of very dedicated, very active and very dynamic Swamis and Brahmacharis in this mission. But I don't mind saying this, that Mitranandaji stands out. All are great. Some are more great. I'm not saying greatest. There is a saying in English, all are equal, but some are more equal. He is a little more equal. And the contribution he made, thanks to Sri Ilai Rajaji for all his support also, to bring out Bhagavad Gita in its verse in Tamil. May I tell you, probably we are living through that phase, we may not understand its significance. We think that, okay, now we have it in Tamil. Generations after will consider it a historic step taken by Chanakyaa mission. You know, Bhagavad Gita has been translated into more than 75 languages. But when I say translated, not the verse. The meaning has been translated into many, many languages. I come from Andhra Pradesh. We had Ghantasala, his famous Bhagavad Gita rendition he made. But that was the shloka in Sanskrit, the meaning in Telugu. But here the beauty is, shloka is in Tamil. So just now Swamiji was telling me, hereafter nobody in Tamil Nadu can misquote Bhagavad Gita. Just because people don't understand Sanskrit, there are people here who find it as a mission to misrepresent our Sanatana Dharma. I consider this endeavor of Swami Mitranandaji to be a very historic endeavor, and essentially that is the main thing for which our gurus are there. Do you know that in the whole world, in all the multiplicity of religions in the world, no other religion has this guru parampara? Only we have it. No other religion gives this freedom that Swami Mitranandaji took to actually translate the verse also. In other religions, you can only transmit what was told to you by masters. But in Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, the greatness is, we have the tradition of gurus who have the permission not just to transmit, but to interpret. Make it relevant to today. They have that freedom. That's why Guru in our tradition is not just a transmitter of knowledge, but is also a leader who makes it contemporaneous. That great work Swamiji has done, that great knowledge has been made available to you in a very contemporary form. In other religions, sometimes it will be considered blasphemy. But that is the Guru Parampara. We have had such great gurus in our country who have always given us the contemporary relevance of our value system, our dharma, our Sanskriti. That's what Swami Mitranandaji has done. But remember, today is Friendship Day. The Westerners have this very funny habit of creating days. As if on this day you have to make friends and other days you are all enemies. But that's besides the point. But today, I incidentally happened to find one very beautiful message of Gurudev on Chanakyaa Mission website. It says, you don't have any friends. Nobody is your friend. Even Guru is not your friend. This is what Gurudev says. You are the only friend of yourself. So we should not misunderstand the Gurudom in our Sanatana Dharma by looking at from the prism of some other religion that go and touch the feet of your Guru, he will give you salvation, moksha. No. Nobody is going to give you salvation. You have to earn it. Guru can show you the path. Guru is only a shower of path. He is not a guarantor of moksha. So all the knowledge that Guru gives is to show you path. But Gurudev used to say something very important that I find in Mitranandaji also. Of course, all gurus are manifestations of that quality which Gurudev used to say. Knowledge by itself is nothing. This knowledge can be gained. These days, you have a new mother. It's called Google Mata or ChatGPT Mata. It can give you all the knowledge. Gurudev used to say, knowledge honeyed with love. You need to have that love for that knowledge, love for that dharma. Then this knowledge will show you the path. We need gurus for that, not just for knowledge. Knowledge honeyed with love is the path to salvation. We are fortunate, we have gurus like Mitrananda ji and many others in our society, and this country will continue to be blessed by many such gurus, because that is the real essence of Hindutva, Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, and that is the secret of its eternity. Why we are continuing? Because we have gurus who can keep the flame aflame. I'm sure our efforts by Mitrananda ji, Chinmaya Mission, and many other missions will continue to take this great knowledge system forward through love, not just something that we are offering to you, but something that we have to imbibe with devotion and love. May I end by quoting what Adi Shankara used to say. I see a large number of devotees of Sanatana Dharma in front of me. In Vivek Chudamani, Adi Shankara said that you need 3 blessings of God, 3 divine blessings. Manushyatvam, Mumukshatvam, Mahapurusha Samsraya. Meaning, to be born as a human itself is a big blessing. Fortunately, we are all born as humans. Durlabham Manushe Janma, it is said. You have the Manushya Janma. One good blessing. Second good blessing is, you should have that sense of detachment, mumukshatvam. You should have a feeling that, no, my life should not be confined to earning, living and dying. You know, when you go I'm sure not in these Chinmaya schools, but when I went to my school, I was taught weekdays, Monday, Tuesday. How they began was, you were born on Monday, Tuesday you were given a name, Wednesday you became big, Thursday you got married, Friday you gave birth to some children, Saturday you became old, Sunday you died. Idea was to teach me the week. So what I learned was, okay, my life is what from Monday to Saturday, Sunday is what? You are born, you gave birth to children, and you died. But the group here thought that no, that's not the only life. This is called mumukshatvam. Looking for some higher purpose in life. You are blessed. You have that divine blessing. But Adi Shankara says, beyond this third blessing, Mahapurusha Samsriha means to get a good guru. We are all blessed to have such good gurus. I myself consider to be blessed by the Sangati, by the Association of Great Gurus. That includes Puja Swami Mitrananda ji. That's why I don't want him to thank me. I should be thankful to Puja Gurudev, Puja Mitrananda ji. But on a lighter note, Gurudev says something very interesting. You know, in one discourse, he says, there were people sitting, he says, you know, when I start speaking, I think that I am here to give you jnana. So you are all fortunate. But I forget that I am fortunate that you are listening to me. So I am fortunate that there are these mumukshus, the second quality of detachment, want to learn greater wisdom, greater knowledge. You are there, that's why I am able to be a guru. That's also equally true. With this humble message, I once again thank Swamiji and Sri Ilayaraja ji. I'm happy that he's nowadays in India's parliament also. So we are really fortunate to have you there, sir. Thank you. Namaskar.